It's the Soft Spot on the Soft Network. I am pleased to be chilling right here with the beautiful Deirdre, aka Precious Imdawe. Don't you worry where we're at. This is a timeless short whereby we get to focus on Precious, Deirdre, the musician, the artist, the collaborator with the likes of Abo Cairo. So much to talk about. Sawubona Siswami.
Hello, with that kind of introduction, I feel like I can just stand up. Yeah, that was so proper. Thank you so much for having me in the podcast. I'm good. I'm great.
I'm so happy to have you, I call her
Fresh.
Precious. Yabona umuntu mate ezimkhaya. Kuthi nikhule nonke, music uqale phambi kwakho. Lamagama estage uyawati but la
Yes.
Precious indlela sekhaya.
Yes,
Ngilako
yes.
sikhona mkhaya wami.
Yeah.
Unjani Shem?
We can never complain.
Yes.
We cannot complain. Siyapusha, we're still surviving.
I love the fact that I know you as an artist, a musician, but all the while you've kept it real with that profession.
Oh,
It
I'm
became
glad.
from a hobby, now it's a profession.
Now
Presh.
it is a profession.
You've done many things.
Definitely.
All right, now let's start about mhlambe umakhona ekhaya la ngakwadi ukuthi uDeirdre or mhlambe umdawe usuke lapha ungitshele sithando sami from primary yakho, high school yakho ufundzele kuphi lo?
Actually, I've attended my primary school at Umpompoli Primary School.
Yes.
Lapha kaBhokweni, but to be specific, Engohlakalo.
Yes.
I was known as that troubled child.
Hayi kusimkhalashana.
Mlungu wesiganga.
Yeah.
But I was known of that. I was so super active.
Yeah.
I was one of those kids you can never miss.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
I was active in sports,
Yeah.
netball, ngiyagijima.
Yeah.
Bathi kuyacula sengikhona.
Yes.
Bathi kwenta senje like bengaphuthelwa vele, bengaphuthisa maseko.
I like that. Oh, okay. You're taking me to school.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I believe your high school yakho has got Ingotini High in it.
Yes, it does.
And that's where your talent, your music got to shine in terms of high school level.
Yes,
Tell me about
I
that.
did. I actually attended from grade 8.
Yeah.
Grade 8 to
Yeah.
grade 11. Grade 10.
Yeah.
Grade 8 to grade 10. That was Ngodini High.
Right.
I think Ngodini High experienced the real me. When you go there, if there are those teachers labasolo bakhona bebangfundzisa,
Yes.
they will tell you ukuthi la. I've always been known as someone loculago.
Yes.
Assembly bengaphuthelwa ke.
Yes.
Stage was always empty.
Yes.
I saw a gap. I
Yes.
filled it in.
Yes.
So I was that kind of a child, a
Yes.
student rather, to always go on stage.
Yes.
Ngocula, your Westlife.
Yes.
I always look back. Those were my tracks I
Yes.
sang back at the day.
And in high school, Engotini High, that's where you met Umbali.
Yes.
Nabai duet at a young age. Natanza tingoma zokufana nahlabela kanye and many opportunities la velago.
Yes, definitely. It actually goes down to a point whereby she ended up giving me the name Deirdre.
While she was Desert Rose.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
I know the history.
Yeah. She gave me the name Deirdre, and I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
Till one day I was like, So I had to research.
What did you find out about
apparently
the name
it's a
Deirdre?
Greek name. It means someone who's feisty but kind
Yes.
and loving,
Yes.
passionate. I'm like, okay.
Someone
well,
authentic.
Well, this is me.
Yes. Feisty.
This is me in
Yahlupa,
disguise.
but
Yeah.
kind.
Yeah.
like
That was me. So we besenda ijuet. They
Yes.
really liked us. We were so popular, hey?
Yes.
What's in high school? There's always those girls that are popular with a certain thing.
Right.
The ones who are always pretty.
Yes.
Abafana babalanzelela,
Okay.
these are the types. And then the ones labahlanganiphile.
Yes.
Siyamati lona ukuthi vele uyaphasa.
Top 5, top
ushaya
10.
ama-A's wire.
Yes.
And then Deirdre.
The vocal.
The vocalist.
Yes.
I was popular.
Yes.
Ngocula, loving the music. Sometimes I used to make money lapha eskoleni.
Yes.
bathi Deidre Shame isicela usiculele ke ingoma ye-Westlife le ngoma leyana. No, 50 Cent.
Yeah.
50 Cent then was worth it.
I remember.
So yeah, but ngithi 50 Cent faka la.
Yes.
And then I'd sing and then ngebreak I'd get to eat. Uyabona?
Yes.
So gadladle kudzala icele kungibhadala.
Yes, even manje. We'll
Iqalile
get to the
ukubhadala
level where you at right now. Okay, cool. So now, sometimes schooling, it works.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you get to a point where by now, you cruise just to also develop into, the other genres. I believe you were part of a crew back in the day called Switch Flow.
Yes,
Which
yes,
was
yes.
a hip-hop / R&B crew. And yeah, it also helped you get out there and see what music is all about.
Yeah. At this time, when I tell people that my foundation of the music, it's hip hop,
Yes.
they do not believe me.
Yes.
But awungeke. Ngithi hayi, umuntu ongena mina ngithi poof, fat on the speaker, lyrically quicker, ease upon the liquor, talika. You see?
Yeah,
I can pick it up.
Yeah.
I can pick it up. But hip hop was my foundation. That's when
Right.
after matric. No, actually in between.
Yes.
In between.
Yes.
Then I was attending Kuthalani.
Yes.
I finished my matric in Kuthalani High School. So Lapo, that's when I met Switch Flow. You were there?
I was not.
He
Yeah.
was there.
Me?
Was one of the members of Switch Flow. That's how I met you.
Yes.
There was Abo Theo, Abo
Yes.
Mr. Ghost, Mr.
Yes.
Cool. Best of the best in Gapogwen. Oh my God, Gapogwen is really blessed. Best of Abo Mzitro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, where is Mzitro?
Mzitro left for Durban once upon a time. Muhammad mixa yamandla goma. Washayi mixa yamandla goma. Mzitro. Mandla ufuna mixa yakhe. Mzitro washayi mixa yamandla. Wathi Durban azesamthola mfana seswatini.
Oh my
But
goodness,
Mzitro
that sounds so bad.
ubani ophethe la, ubani ophusha ikhathimba, Mzitro la. No. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh yeah, man. Beautiful times. Beautiful
So,
times.
Deirdre, with the Hip Hop Foundation,
Yeah.
only if you knew back then that God had a plan for you in music, because you were able to evolve from hip hop to other genres because you just love the talent, the passion.
Yeah. Yes.
Tell me, after matric, which direction did you take to help your music talent grow? Because you are at a level whereby you are recording with international artists and DJs such as Cairo. And before we get there, where did it take? Which direction did it take after matric?
Okay, first things first is that Switch Flow ne, it really introduced me in giving me experience of not being afraid to the crowd.
Yes.
Getting used to big stages. You
Yes.
know, I remember this one time you organized us back at the day a show, a LFL showground.
Yes, but now Pro Kid. No.
No. That was Blue Moon.
That was Blue Moon, my
yes,
bad.
that was Blue Moon. So you see, we go way back. You even know the dates and the years. So I got to be introduced in big stages at a very young age in
Yeah.
the music career.
Yeah.
And then Abo Blue Moon,
Yeah.
Abo Nyambi. I remember this time, Abo Nyambi. We met them a Blue Moon.
Yes.
Ah man, Gunabo Pro Kid.
Never Pro Kid.
You know, we shared the stages with big artists, and
Yeah.
you are just precious. At that time, actually, I wasn't Daydre. I was B-Fly.
B-Fly!
I changed stage names so much that, but I was finding myself, you see.
That's it.
I was finding myself.
Yes.
So, so from that part to really now, uqeda matric,
Yeah.
you gotta go to university.
Yeah.
Uqedzile, but then now, endlebeni yakho,
Yeah.
solo kunalento yokuthi, but outstanding. That is the music part of things.
Yeah.
It's the gift that I have.
Yeah.
Keeps on calling you. It keeps on calling you. So I ended up meeting a guy called Stan Ross.
Okay. That's where my question is.
Yes.
I can imagine how difficult it must have been. Pegage, while you were a group, you were the Switch Flow, you had ideas,
Yes,
right?
definitely.
You were able to share ideas. What's the way forward? Now, I know that when Switch Flow went its separate ways, Bantakula,
Yeah.
some went to various schools, various
Yes,
places.
we went our separate ways.
But while the passion was still calling you in your ears, you had to respond. So I know Stenros comes into the picture.
Sure.
Now, how did you manage to then push yourself to then establishing? It sounded Deirdre with the likes of Stenros. Tell me about that part of the journey.
Okay, there's a producer I met. His name is DJ Gear.
Yes.
Shout out to DJ Gear.
Shout out to DJ Gear.
Yeah.
Now we mean that. Shout out to you, Gear.
Yes, I mean that too. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah. DJ Gear, he's uhlala eTlatlaw.
Yes.
Ngiyamitha ke DJ.
Yeah.
We are producer.
Yeah.
He was doing deep house.
Yes.
So he's the one who introduced me with deep house.
Right.
After hip hop, deep house. You
Deep
see now
house.
the genres ayashintsha.
Ayashintsha.
Abaflexi, you see?
Yes.
So he was a producer at deep house. He's even still namanje. I think he's still in at it.
Yes.
So ngangena ku deep house so much. I think he's the only producer I've ever worked with whom wangwinya kakhulu in terms of a genre. So I ended up breathing deep house, eating deep house. I was deep house walking. So from there, I met Stenros. Stenros met me through DJ Gear.
Yes.
Yes.
And if I can say, all this while, when you say you met Gear, you met Stenros, and you're into deep house, don't forget to mention that you were writing your own tracks.
Definitely.
You were putting your own lyrics on the songs. You were not just a vocalist, but you're also a writer.
Yes.
And don't forget to mention how you were able to develop your writing skills through the process.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
I think the fact that I was able to switch my genres, it actually developed me and it actually trained me to be the good songwriter that I am a good songwriter.
I believe
Hell
you are.
Yeah.
I believe you
know,
are.
I write my own craft.
Yes.
If umuntu kunomuntu athi hey ngibhalelana nah bopha comrade. So I write. I do my own things.
If I may ask again,
Yes.
when it comes to you writing a certain song or maybe having chemistry with a certain beat, what sort of topics are usually the first two or the first three that guide your music?
Love.
Yes. Yes.
Love.
Yes.
Whatever it's from
Yes.
a relationship, family, I don't know, colleagues, as long as it's love, it's there. You know, I'm gonna write about it. Also, the experiences that I've went through, you know, as people, we go through stuff. So I ended up tapping to those experiences and just write about them. And you know, sometimes you don't really have to experience certain things to write about. Sometimes we are tibona to your fellow friends.
That's it.
Yes. And then it becomes a reference.
I believe a writer is a painter with a brush, or rather, a writer is a painter with a ballpoint that
Yeah.
paints in words.
Yes.
While if other painters, they paint what they see and they interpret what they see through the paintbrush. A writer interprets what they see through the lyrics of the song, I believe.
Well
And that
said.
shows creativity, you know?
Well said. Well
Yes,
said.
yes. Once upon a time we met, and you told me about an initiative like a program that is running, that is training other people who want to know more about the arts, which you are partaking in.
Yes.
Don't tell about that. And I think there's a gentleman that ensued this initiative that is pushing it. I forgot his name. You told me.
Or Usipho Mahamba.
That's where I
Sipho
wanna go.
Mahamba.
Tell me more about that.
Usipho Mahamba, he's a gentleman that I actually met. Sigijinyiswa kakhulu lapha e-government complex
Nabo Mateo.
sishatshwa laphana nabobhoza lapha sishatshwa ngemaraba bullets kakhulu because we were fighting for what we believe it's supposed to be given to us.
Right.
Rightfully so.
Right.
You know, to say Department of
Culture Sports.
Yes. You are not seeing us.
Yeah.
Here we are, but anisboni, and you are not investing in us.
Yes.
So iqale lapho saya ke laphana yo musmus. That was the worst disaster ever. Uma sifika laphana besiye go hand over memorandum of demand.
Yes.
Yes, and then peacefully. It was a peaceful march. We made that clear. You see? So uma sifika laphayana siba hand over baskiphela an official
Yeah.
lesingafuni kuyinika thina we know why singafuni kumnikela
Yeah,
le
the
nto.
official abakhipha ukuthi lenze le memorandum because the official lelo you believe is behind
Yes,
the
it's like
backlog of
ake
media.
simnike la ngamane kufiwe nyalo. But
So
we are not handing it over.
Kwawane raw lapho.
Huh. And only to find out after that apparently that's the knowledge we didn't have that besiku national key point. A national key point it's one of those places whereby uma ukhona khona whether a peaceful march or strike, you are seen as a threat in the country.
Huh?
We have few of them here in the province that I know. We have Kruger National Park. That's a
Okay.
national key point.
Okay.
Likwala Kwala FM SAPC.
Huh?
That's a national key point.
Ungakuphayiza petujulwa.
Yeah. I guess you still remember the strikes ga Madumani.
Yeah.
People were shot to death. Because of such information. And then, we didn't know.
SAPC buildings, national key point.
Yes.
Provincial government offices.
It is.
National key point.
Nale airport lesnayo Mpumalanga.
Mpumalanga International
Yes,
Airport
it
is a
is.
national key point.
Yes, it is.
The Kruger National Park.
Yes, it is.
Deirdre, now matia gesi ku oni niyatutshulwa and then wenza connection no Sipho Mahamba.
Yeah.
And then Sipho Mahamba becomes a comrade that contacts you ukuthi Deirdre, there's something in the pipeline. There's a recommendation that the organization can actually run with the arts and culture in the province.
Yeah, he actually gave me a call, ne?
Yes.
And then ati next year iyaqala.
Yes.
So it's a program called Artist in School.
Artist in School.
Yes.
AIS.
AIS.
I like it.
Under Endumbeni in this province.
In Dumbeni, it's the artist group under Sipho Mahamba.
Yes, that's his company.
Okay, in Dumbeni, it is art-driven company.
Yes, it's called Endumbeni Cultural and Creative Arts Center.
I like that.
Say
Ndumbeni
iti
Cultural.
khazile nje yatibongelela nje yatinanatelela injengoba
And then
njalo.
AIS was developed to run throughout the province in Mpumalanga.
Yes.
Artists in School.
Yeah.
I like that.
That program hired 40 Mpumalanga-based artists.
Throughout the province.
Throughout the province. From Nkomazi, Nkomastiport,
Yes.
Mozambique border phela lapho.
You're talking about a leader, Ose Delmasi, who has been able to then reach the entire province with the right facilitators in the province to run with the program.
Yeah.
High five when apparently you are the team leader Ehlanzeni under Indumbeni.
Yes, I am a team leader in Nhlanzeni district.
And you oversee the entire discipline arts and culture.
Oh.
Are you blessed, man?
But it's worth it. It's worth it.
Beautiful shot, beautiful time. Thank you so much for your time, dear.
Thank you. You guys are family to me.
You are family to us. Ngicela ukuthi maso hamba nabo DJ Egypt. Ungasikhohlwa.
It dies. Yes.
DJ
it dies.
Egypt. Masathi Nambe nathi eva.
Oh, Jesus Christ, how can I not go with you?
Sekipite bafethu. Chesa is the soft spot on the Soft Network. It's the soft spot on the Soft Network, and I am pleased and really privileged to have the honor of sitting under the beautiful low-filled Mpumalanga sun while I'm sitting with one of Mpumalanga's sons, or Mr. Gates himself, right here next to me. A man with vision and a dynamic, broad vision, and all to do with empowering us, men, in the world we live in today, in society that we live in today. Give us your ear. It's the soft spot on the Soft Network. And by the way, siyabonga ukuthi like, share, uphinde futhi subscribe. It's good for you, trust me. Content for days. Mr. Gates, how are you, sir?
I'm blessed. How are you, sir?
It's a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you so much, man.
I see you've got your lovely family with you under the beautiful sun. It's a really laid-back day in the valleys of Mpumalanga, the Lowveld.
Connecting to nature, Baba, man. This is nice. I love the place. I've been here walking around. I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I really appreciate the ideas behind, or the brains behind this, what we are seeing today here.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm so grateful to be here today.
Zwikando is a lovely venue. Hey, read up about it, search it. Zwikando Events and Partners. That's where we're at. Take your time and come through. It's often open for viewing. Mr. Gates,
Yes, sir.
we met during Mr. Sir's book launch.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that there are gentlemen of your caliber in the Lowveld.
Sure.
And you told me that you're from Man Up.
That's right.
And I've been following you recently. I know you were on Sakasive on the Kuala Kuala FM talking about the vision that you drive.
Yeah. It's more about the real talk.
Yeah.
And not trying to be aligned with politics.
Thanks.
And being relevant in the society,
Diplomatically
or
correct.
something.
Don't step on toes.
Yeah, but now it's more about speaking the real issues.
Yes.
Touch the nerve. What is happening down there in the rural area? What is happening in Stelters? What's happening at Matafen? We need to be relevant in such a way that, because as men, you should know that the abuse that is happening in Stelters is not the same as the one happening at Nkomazi, at Mkobotsi. And it's not the same as the one that is happening at Dwarslop in Bushbuck Ridge. But the same act, it's not the same.
And none is more hurtful than the other. It's all abuse.
It's all abuse.
At different levels of life and spaces, but it all hits a nerve.
Efanayo, my brother. Let me just take you a little bit back
Yes.
where it started.
Yes, sir.
We used to sit and chill as Emajita Ekas, playing our African sound music and jazz. Just playing, chilling with our chilling with our cooler boxes and the like. And while we are sitting, there are thorny issues, like you want to leave now. Hey guys, I'm going home now. And then started with, where are you going, man? We are still chilling, yeah, and stuff. And once you left, there's topic. Mina ngeke vele. Nyalo ngo-8 mfati songifuna endlini. Nyalo bangaze bathume mina ukuthi ngothengela mntwana ini. You understand?
True.
Such issues.
I feel what you're saying.
They are coming. Or when we're sitting there, those issues, they just came. And we started talking about it with debate. We debate on those issues until someone says, hey, Mr. Gates, I think you've got something there. You are the only man that I realize you can be able to put about 50 men in one room, which is unusual. But I think your calling, it's huge in terms of men. And I said, no, it was because of the sound, man. We play music anyway.
The
Chairs,
vibe, I'm chilled.
We chill. And maybe that's the reason. He said, no, you must look beyond that. And now, at church, I'm a youth leader at the time.
Kindly give a shout out to your church, your congregation. You must mention them. Where do you fellowship, brother?
No, when it started, I was at Baptist Community Church,
Right.
Under the leadership of Ubaba Mthembu.
Right.
At the time, that's when I was the chairperson of the youth there.
Yes.
And once we go out as youth, me being me, we are at the campsite, and you'll find us sitting there as Machita, about 8, 10, 15,
Right.
20. The number grows.
Yeah.
And now we are discussing these issues. Manje cherry mawufuna cherry wenda njana. Manje labo cherry ngoba ngathi banemali. How then do you crack that? You understand? So eventually the group grows. And
Because the topic of discussion is relevant, but it does not have a platform to call it what.
exactly? There's no name for it. And now you find only guys sitting there. Siyahleba sibuka labo says, but lo muhle, hayi, lo njani, and all those things. Is it necessary? And all those things that we are discussing there.
Right.
A campaign.
Right.
As youth.
As youth.
I then changed the church for some reasons there that I will really not go deep into it.
Right.
I went to Maximum Glory of God.
Right.
Under the leadership of Pastor Ali Mukwena, which I still fellowship in that church.
Wonderful.
So also, it happens.
Yes.
Couple of times.
Yes.
And I was then there, deputy chairperson of the church.
Yes.
Before I even got married.
Yes.
And there's men in the house.
Yes. Yes.
Bashadile, banemakhaya and all that. And now
Yes.
this guy is leading them. What's behind him? And the pastor also said, no man. And that's where I met Boba Buntimba.
So,
And
so
Boba
you
Buntimba said,
you always gravitated around a formation of a discussion of some sense within the group of men where you'd find yourself around.
yeah.
Would you start the conversation, or I don't know?
It just happens, man.
And then go back
now
and
I
go-
don't know.
So when a sense neck growth within that conversation. So when I said to be continued, kanti iphele emoyeni.
Iphelele khona lapho. And you find out when I left or when we depart from where we are, and you find discussion and someone is calling me, "Hey, but you see, man, what you were talking about there, man, it's hitting me. How can I then?" You understand? And you find out with sometimes I don't even have answers. Yabona? That's when I started doing this course nyana for counseling nyana.
Did you
and
do
start,
that?
having this platform where can I sit with one and how can we assist each other and all those things, because now
So you felt
I
the
want,
calling.
yeah, now I want to grow in the space.
As we speak today, as Men Up, you are. What are you at Men Up? Give me also the skills, and I see the service. Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Now you see it
Yes.
right here.
Yes.
Because these are mission.
Yes.
Because we want to educate men and boys on a long-lasting effect of
No,
gender-based
please. Let's start at the vision. I'm looking at the vision. I love it. Let
Oh,
me
you
read
love
the.
the vision,
I'll read
yeah.
the vision.
Yeah.
You read the mission.
All right.
To live in a society
Yeah.
free of gender-based violence, drugs, and drug abuse,
Yeah.
and a society where men account for their
Their
actions.
actions.
Before we go to mission, tell me about that. A society where men account for their
Account
actions.
for their
Ungathi
actions.
bengidakiwe.
Ngikuthi mina ngikhule bengiyide babe.
Vele mfati bangikhuluma ukuthi ngiyamshaya.
You understand?
Maningi lama actions lekumele ukuthi sibe accountable for.
And like I was saying, it you uma kungukuthi wena umshayile nkosikazi wakho or uma kungukuthi ubhema ama drugs, the reason lekwende wabhema ama drugs is not the same reason lende mina ngabhema ama drugs.
Right.
Would you be accountable ukuthi ubhemile ama drugs? Don't take a shade and then ufune ukubhaca ngesithundu uthi no ngize ngibheme ama drugs because my friends they were smoking and then I was
My mother
smoking.
never gave me attention.
Yeah, they never gave me
Then
attention.
ekhabe bangangithandi mina.
Yeah, but Tanza Loyana mine beda. You understand? That was the black sheep
that
in the
is
family.
that is shifting. That's blame
You're
shifting.
shifting the
You're in denial.
Exactly. But you said I'm smoking drugs because I was so irresponsible.
I regret it.
I regret it. Then
I might have lost my temper because of the drugs. The drugs are maybe the reason. Okay, I am responsible for my actions.
it starts there.
Now
bruh.
I say no. It's my fault. I'm accountable. I can change. That's me taking accountability for my actions.
That's right. We'll
Let's
be
get into
living
the
free
mission.
in the society.
To educating men and boys on the long-lasting effects of gender-based violence and drug abuse. There are always long-lasting effects to the actions of today that affect tomorrow. And I like the fact you say men and boys. What strategy is there in place, Mr. Gates, to reach the boys? How do we find the boys? How do we get the message to the boys?
You see, it's easy. You need to start in schools.
Yes.
That's where they are.
Yes.
You need to go to churches. Because churches is one of the formal structures that influence the community.
You're right. Well said. Influence of society, churches, religion.
Churches, religion.
Before we continue, let's define boy. Age group from boy. Are we talking 12 to end of matric?
That's the teen stage.
That's the teen.
But now, I believe there are organizations that they work even with the minors, the 12 and below. But as an organization now, we are working mostly from 12 and above.
It makes sense.
Why we are targeting them.
That's the active age group.
That's the active age
That's
group.
where it goes wrong.
We understand. So now, in that age, that's where now people, the boys start to experience things.
Inquisitive.
Inquisitive. And remember, as we form or as we launch Men Up, we were forming for specifically for men.
Eish.
But now the wing
Eish.
for boys,
Eish.
as we are discussing with men,
Eish.
most of what we are getting, it's coming from the
Eish.
boy.
Eish. Eish.
That is why we've got this
Eish.
man who is a boy,
Eish.
still not a man.
Eish.
So
Eish,
now
Mr.
we are
Mr.
saying,
Eish. As in.
as much as we are dealing with men, we're dealing with the old boy.
Eish.
The problem is not here.
Yeah.
It's in the foundation.
Yeesh. So
let's go to the foundation.
we are on an escalator. You know, when you're walking on an escalator, you're walking in one space because you're trying to fix a problem that keeps on cultivating from the back.
It cultivates itself. So you go back to the foundation, you fix the crack. Because you see the crack in good roof level.
Yeah, yeah.
But the problem, it's not in the crack. It's in the foundation. Where did you build the house? So you fix it there.
Let's say Mr. Gates one desires to have a one-on-one with you. How do we get hold of you, sir? And I see here you say you've got you can refer cases to your partners
Yeah.
for intervention,
Sure.
for connecting, to refer. Who are the partners that you're referring to, sir?
I'm working with a lot of people that we are working with as an organization. We are working with your Sanka.
Yes.
It's not our expertise
Yes.
to deal with the issues of drugs.
Yet you are concerned enough to wanna create a channel that can help people through Men Up towards Sanka.
Exactly.
I feel you.
You are
I
here
feel you. Yeah.
in Men Up, and
Yeah.
then you are saying, hey, this thing is killing me.
Yes.
And we are trying to assist you as well
Yes.
as an organization. And then we are saying, it's not our expertise.
Hi. Sorry,
Come.
Mr. Gates. There's a membership. I can join.
Yeah, anyone can join.
I can join. You said you had 208. Okay, you've done 208 cases.
Cases, yeah.
But is there a membership? Can I join?
Yeah, anyone
And be
can
one
join.
of the advocates for what you are teaching? Because
Most
I think the
definitely.
more men of good substance try and join your movement, we can then share and diversify our skills and talents in spreading the message.
Most definitely.
I'm going to join Men Up.
Most definitely.
All right, please tell us, how do we get hold of you, sir?
It's easy. You can. We are very much active. We've got our page on Facebook as
Yes.
Men Up.
Yes.
Our Men Up is having the E there. It's MEN.
Yes.
Men Up.
Yes.
If you go to the search button here, Google Facebook, that's hashtag Men Up or say hashtag Mr. Gates, and then it will take you straight to the page.
Right.
Like the page or follow the page, and then you can inbox us there.
Yes.
Communicate from there, or
Yes.
you can eventually send us your email at menup with the same e there.
Yes.
menup.org at gmail.com. That's where you can send us your. We've got a website as well.
Yes.
But our website, because this is an NPO.
Yes.
and sometimes we are not funded as we speak.
Yes.
So
You will be funded.
So
I am certain it's going to come your way, Mr. Gates.
No, we'll really appreciate.
I'm certain it's going to come your way.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. So our website is on and off now. So when we've got money to pay for about 2-3 years, we pay. So
But what
the
I like
website-
is that there's a cell phone number, possibly even a WhatsApp number.
yeah. There's a personal cell phone number. What we prefer people to send us WhatsApp.
Yes.
Craft your message nicely. I'm so and so. I'm looking for 123.
Yes.
And this is my name.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
we definitely call you, or when one time it's available, we call
Yes.
you to the office. You come.
Yes.
The number is easy: 082 2294047. 082 2294047. Or you can go to 076 488 7120. 076 488 7120. You send us a WhatsApp or you call us in those numbers. And if you need any information, we'll definitely going to assist you.
It's the Soft Spot on the Soft Network. Thank you so much for having us right here. I've been chilling with Mr. Gates, and it's been a wonderful shot from Men Up. Thank you. It's the Soft Spot on the Soft Network. I'm Musa Wenkosi Ndlovu. I haven't been introducing myself lately. Does it show arrogance? No, it shows favor. I'm chilling with Pastor Blessing on my right-hand side. You might know her wearing a corporate hat, inviting us to AMA seminars, Nama Raising the Esther Generation Conference 2024. But today, we're not just sitting with Pastor Blessing Sunday. We're sitting with Umama Blessing Sunday. Umama ka Grace. Sawubona, Pastor.
Kunjani?
Ngiyaphila njani ma?
Hayi ngiyaphila.
Kanti when you can play with the kids and have a kindergarten around you, kujujo makeke. I saw a side of you that I don't think social media even knows. Ukuthi, you're such a loving mom. And you're a hero because you come in a crowd with an entourage of 11-year-olds.
11, most of them are 4, 5.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Pastor, we are at Zwikando events, which is a beautiful venue up towards Capsule Warp on the old Pretoria Road. We're looking at the beautiful valleys of the Lowveld. How has your day been?
I feel like I'm sitting on top of the world, literally.
Wow.
And I'm on top. I can see everything. Like I'm on God's window.
Yes.
It's relaxing.
It is.
Before I leave here, I must go to a corner and just say a prayer. It's going straight.
Amen. Amen. You came here with an idea, Guti. You are here to host a birthday of your daughter's birthday. How old was she turning? Oh, beautiful Grace.
Today she turned 8.
Wow.
8 years.
And you had a wonderful time with her friends. How many friends did she bring?
They are about 13. Only kids. Then there's some, teenagers and adults on top.
How important is it for you to exercise the mother figure role, the mother hero role? Pella, they're all around you. Vele, you are the star of the show and you are available for that. How important is it for you to play this hat often?
For me, a mother is the next person that God gave to a human being. The next being. From himself, he handed a human being to a mother. So a mother is God's partner to carry forth nature into the earth. So a child is always connected to a mother. Hence, we talk about the umbilical cord. So when a child does not have a mother figure, they feel incomplete.
Incomplete, true.
So that gap need to be filled. And unfortunately, in our times, we have taken up too much time outside, whereas we need to fill in that void so that a child grows up with a balance. For me, it's very important. A child needs to balance, always. But I'm not a feminist and I'm not a sexist. A child can grow balance with a mother only, but a child cannot grow balance with a father only.
That is true.
So that nature, that connection, that umbilical cord must always be present to show love.
Very wise words, Pastor Blessing. How many children do you have, Mother Dearest?
4.
And you're saying that the name of your company is named after the baby girl?
No.
Now, Gupela, I see Grace here now.
Okay. La Grace is it's a mixture of French and Latin.
Yes.
It's blessing.
Yes.
Actually, the A is supposed to have an apostrophe.
Yes, I see.
So La Grace is not grace, it's blessing, but it's the same thing. It's the grace of God.
It's the grace of God.
The blessings of the Lord that follows everyone under La Grace, that comes in touch with La Grace.
Correct.
It's all about grace.
So, did you save me a cake, Pastor Blessing? Because, I was busy here. The umbrella was for, I didn't get a chance to get a piece
I
of cake.
did not even have a cake.
Yourself?
Myself.
Wow.
It was grabbed left, right, and center.
Bring us to a very good point. How important is it as mothers to understand that sometimes you will not get a piece of the cake, that which you worked so hard for? However, let it pass. It's okay.
I think by default, mothers know they are not getting any piece of the cake, because unless if you are wired any other way, you dish for everyone else first.
That's true.
Sometimes you even forget your own plate.
That's true.
But the children must eat.
Yes.
And whatever we work for is for the children.
That's true.
Whatever we are here for is for the children.
That's true.
I don't know what would have happened to a mother for her to eat while her children are hungry.
That's
it's
true.
not possible. At times, little Grace, as we're talking about her today, she will finish her food and she'll come to Mom. I'm still hungry. I must give her my food. She'll go to the dad. I'm still hungry. He must give her his food.
Yes.
So
yes.
as parents, you cannot say no, leave. I must finish this food.
Yes.
You must always think about the little one that you've been given a chance to take care of.
That's true. That's true. The festive season is coming up. I don't know if you heard something else. The festive season is coming up. Now, only 3 more months to the end of the year. How is your last 3 months divided? Do you find yourself perhaps with a lot of church activity coming up, or a lot of like Grace property activity coming up, or is there a lot of parenting activity coming up in the last 3 months of the year? Which one is going to take priority?
My life on a weekly basis, it's always divided into 3 parts.
That's it.
It's children, it's work, it's church, it's activities.
Yes.
So wherever I must just go according to schedules.
That's right.
But the last 3 months of the year, we have a couple of events coming up.
Yes.
Obviously, December has got a couple of church programs as well.
Yes, true.
And then it's family time.
Yes.
I wanted to just add something. I
Please.
don't only have 4 biological children.
Yes.
We have a couple of adopted children.
Please tell me about that.
We have a child with the adopted initially. She was given to us at the age of 8 months.
Oh, what a blessing.
So yes, and now she's 11 years old.
Wow.
She's just not here now. She's in Durban. And here again today with us is our other adopted daughter
Yes.
that we are also raising. She's motherless. The father, well, it's a long story. But we have others that another one also that we adopted, we are staying with. She's 18, she's 21. She just traveled to Pinar, but she's coming back. We have lots of children that we
Are you staying
we
with them
look
at
after.
home?
The 2, I can say almost 90% they are with us. The rest, they come holidays,
Right.
some
Right.
weekends.
Right.
But still, we make sure that they have school fees, they have feeding, they have
Right.
clothes, they have.
Right.
So I'm a mother of
I
many
am so happy to
nations.
hear that. So
Yeah.
many children out there need that guardian.
Yes.
Not by imali, not by foundation, by hands on.
Just
And
love.
joba usho ukuthi wena on weekends bakhona, you are there physically. That's amazing.
Yeah. And a lot of schools that I'm called often, I've got children there that say to me, I've got my mom, but I never meet her. If she's not in Mozambique, she's in so place. Can you be my mom? I have so many kids like that. Can you be my mom? So when it's Mother's Day, they send me messages. When they feel like talking to a mother, I talk to them. When they want to meet me, I meet them. So I've got a lot of children. Lots.
I hope ukuthi uNkulunkulu angaqhubeka akunikeza amandla ne-wisdom ne-opportunity ukuthi ube ngumama to as many young kids that you can reach as possible. And I hope you can inspire other women who are strong out there, who maybe are shy, but they know ukuthi they are capable to be able to be guardians and mothers in a distance, but much closer would be better, of those young girls, especially girls. Never fun, and boys as well, but just I feel that if we miss it while they are young, then it's all lost.
No, I was all for girls, up for girls. Remember I told you last time I go to school, speak to girls, but I had a revolution that started me to also go to Boys Speak Out, because I've realized that we have put so much emphasis on the girl child and nobody's training the boy child, and there's chaos because the boy child does not have a mentor. The mentor is Brasoli at the corner of the tavern, and the mother, some of them is very bad. The mothers are drug addicts or whatever the case might be. So you find that there are actually so many boys that they don't even have love. So I've been encouraging mothers to say, you know what, adopt a boy child. You don't have to see them every day, but let them know that there's somebody who say, how are you?
That's
are you
right.
okay? Do you
Somebody
still have
who's
a
gonna
toothbrush?
ask after
You know,
me,
do you have
please.
roll-on? Do you need something? So that they know that there is love. Some children do not know that there is anything called love on this earth. They don't. They don't.
I love our conversation, Mother Blessing Sunday. Namhla ngikhuluma no Mama, and it's been touching. Mama, any last words, any final words? But I mean, the topic is discussile. I feel like it doesn't really have a platform at the moment, and it should have a platform.
It should.
But I leave it to you. I believe you can conceptualize something, and at the end of the day, some of the agendas or the topics you're going to be talking about will be adopting a boy child and just being there for as a guardian to a child that needs a mother, a figure in their lives.
Do you remember at Queen Esther? I think you forgot.
I remember Queen
We
Esther.
launched Raising the Queen Esther
Generation
Foundation,
yes.
and it's to build a home for motherless babies, pregnant mothers who went through rape. So, but part of the wing will also include just counseling, showing love
Right.
to any other children out there. And part of the Queen Esther Foundation is to raise awareness on just, please, adopt a child. Hashtag adopt a child. By adopting, we don't mean go to social welfare
Right.
and most of the children I'm saying we adopted. It's not like we changed
Right.
their surname. No. We just literally took it upon ourselves to make sure that this child goes to school,
Yes.
toothbrush, clothes. They have some children just need a hug.
That's right.
That's all they need. A
That's
shoulder
right.
to cry on.
That's right.
That's my cry out there.
That's the message.
We
True.
when we grew up in our communities, if we are to go back to basics, it took a whole community to raise a child. Now ama stop nonsense nama jurawol. Kunzima.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we can do it, but we need to start that drive. Adopt a child. We need to go back to that thing, because if we were having that concept, children will not be grabbed in the streets and be shoved in the car and be kidnapped. It's because these days people just ignore.
That's true.
You see someone's child crying on the road, you don't even ask what's wrong, why are you crying?
That's a lela. You just assume good it's the child's fault.
So, at times you see a child running, you don't even ask, what are you running from? You just ignore or pass with your car. Boom. So we need to come back to basics, because the world has become evil as well.
That's right.
And we cannot shy away from the fact that children are a target.
They've
So
become-
we need to all put our hands together so that we protect the future generation. This is our future.
That's true. That's
I
true.
always say to parents, when I'm also privileged sometimes to speak to parents and teachers in their meetings. They call me to what do you call it? To motivate teachers
Right.
and speak to parents.
Right.
It's one of the roles that I've been called so many times to do. And I've said to parents, please, when you are 95 years old, 100 years old, if the grace of God tarries, this child is going to leave you alone and tell you, I'm going to Japan. The way you left me when I was young, stay like that. There are a lot of parents now that are alone.
That's the
Why?
truth.
Because they are paying back for what they did to their children. So this is the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
The same way you're treating your children, when you're 100, pay back time.
Yeah.
So we must take time
Yes.
to love our community, to love our children.
Pay it forward for our kids.
Pay it forward.
It's the soft spot on the soft network. Couldn't have asked for any better message. What a beautiful sunset, Mom.
It's a beautiful place. Mothers, businesses, if you have not come to Zwikando, I don't know where you want to go. This is awesome. Kids are just playing everywhere. And the ambience, just the sunset here.
Yeah.
Hey, it's awesome.
It's been a very, very awesome day indeed. And I appreciate your time, Pastor Blessing. Your message resonates very well with the Soft Network. Should that dialogue commence, we'll be there to capture and spread the word to all the relevant online communities out there.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
That's it.
Ciao.
It's the Soft Spot on the Soft Network. We've had a wonderful day right here at the open day at Zwikando. And what better way to end the day than to thank the host, our very own Dr. Mnisi. Hello, Doctor.
Hello.
Ninjani.
Siyaphila ninjani.
Doctor, we've had such a wonderful day at such a wonderful, prestigious venue. Thank you so much for having us.
Wow, I'm glad you had a wonderful day.
Even the children that came through had a great day here.
Oh, they did. At some stage, I felt like joining them myself.
I like that.
Actually did, but silently so.
Dr. Zwikando, what a beautiful view. It's overlooking the Lowfield and Kine and a bit of Kapsa Warp.
Yep.
How did you find this gem?
Wow, searching.
Yes.
Zoyithola kanjani wahlala ekhoneni?
Kodwa
You have
wayakha.
to look.
Yeah. Guys, if you need to come to a place for your event or come to a place where you'll be assisted even with your catering needs, Zwikando offers that.
Yep.
I've seen your kitchen. I've seen that. You've got everything from decor to cutlery. You are prepared for the biggest event that could be, isn't it?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're just waiting for that one
Yes.
to come.
And bring its brothers and sisters and siblings. Ma'am, you ready? I can see we're ready. We
Thank
spent the
you.
whole day here. It's got very, very breathtaking views. So many people, especially stakeholders like Race Properties, they were here and they were like, what a gem. Tell me, any future plans to maybe add more facilities here?
Of course. It's so Zwikando is on a 10-hectare plot. There's still a lot of place for us to move around. We've just taken, just a little bit of it. So at the moment, we just have the venue and 14 rooms.
Yes.
So we are working on getting, more accommodation
Yes,
that will
yes.
be customer friendly,
Yes.
but more so on, increasing on the entertainment.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we wish to increase on the entertainment so that it's not just a venue, but there's lots of activities that you'll do when you're here.
Excellent. Looking forward to 10 hectares. Hi, whoa. I'm excited. Maybe in the future we'll be having even aeroplane rides.
Yep.
'Cause so it's the kind of events and partners right here off the way towards Kapsawa. Beautiful site. Go online, check it out. Doctor, any last words for potential and prospect visitors for the future?
Zwikando exquisite venue. That's what we say. Excellence is our signature. And you just bring your event to us. We'll make sure that we make it worthwhile for you.
You've heard it from the doctor herself. And thank you for listening, watching, subscribing, and liking. Don't forget, Zwikando Exquisite
Events.
You know what it is. Thank you.